What's up, fam? Today I have a story about a young man named Zoran Harris outside of Washington, D.C. He was a promising young teen who was killed this week. People, we have to do a little better than we're doing. This is your girl, TT. Looking at the news yesterday, and I think a few people was killed, and I believe that one of the children was the only one that survived. Growing up in Washington, D.C., there's a lot of things that you can see. You know, this young man, I don't know whether someone told me it was a party or something that went down. But if so, it's pretty much clear that he was on his way to be successful and earn a degree. You have to understand one thing about DC. It has come to a pause, especially in the Southeast District of Columbia. Southeast DC has always been a little different from the rest of the city, but it's still violence in the city. Southeast has always been kind of rough. Most of the people there have attitudes, smart, disrespectful. And as I said before, a lot of people in those neighborhoods been living there for so long till they feel that they can't get out. And the thing with the 18-year-old, I don't know what really went down, but someone told me that it was maybe a drive-by shooting and something happened. See, DC is about to unfold when it comes to things like that. It's getting ready to come to a halt because Satan has his hands on it. Even when I'm in the city, I stay with the righteous people because I see it. It's all fucked up. My heart goes out to Mr. Harris's mom, his dad, his family. That could be anybody's child, one of ours. And see, some sucker decides to test his fate and take the young man's life. I don't know too much about the story, and I try to learn about the story, but I'm going to tell you something. I come from DC. It's two things with this place. Like pro-black hitman said, it's either one way in or one way out. You got to know the right people, the good people to hang with, so your ass won't die. Same thing with any other hood. You just got to be fucking careful. I don't know what street it actually happened on. I don't care what street it happened on. What I do care is about those kids and those people. It's a pretty damn shame how people can raise their children in the ghetto and their children come out to be like that. Satan is messing up the youth. And you may say, why is Satan messing up the youth? Because the new generation today is failing. They have no clarity or anything that they can do. They don't care what's going on. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. We as people got to help each other. That boy was going places. He had a lot of things he was going to accomplish. He was going to earn his degree. And somebody just took his fate. Somebody, this fate just struck him just like that. And what I'm saying is he would do or die in the city. It can happen anywhere. But when you live in those majority cities like Chicago, Southside, or the District of Columbia, Southside, you got to pretty much watch your back. You got to be careful what hoods you go in because it could be some fucking dangerous places. A lot of people look at the city and say, well, it's Chocolate City. Well, yeah. But if you're not known to be up in those urban ghettos, then you wouldn't understand. As I've been telling you, the young generation is falling by the wayside line. The children in D.C., most of them, they kick the cans, and it's not really much for them to do, unless they get a summer job. or they hanging in different hoods. So it's just sad. It's really sad. And I would love to do a whole lot of things for my community because I'm from the north section of DC. Ain't nothing separates that from the south side is a bridge. And both of them are off the hook when they want to be, especially the south side. It's pretty fucked up how that boy got killed, man. And it's pretty sad how he would never be able to achieve his goal. We have to encourage our children to read the Bible. We have to encourage our children to read scriptures. I fought the parents in D.C. I fought the parents in some of these, not just D.C., in some of these cities. Anytime you got a child that's killing, then that means that child was birthed through Satan's community. Because righteous people don't do stuff like that. They go about their daily and they help other people. Even if you're an alcoholic or a drug dealer, they try to help you. The righteous help people like that. But Satan's children, they're far too gone. See, education and manners and good home training starts at home. It does. You get your first everything from home. Your mother open up a book for you before you go to school when you're 2 or 3 years old, or maybe even 1. Your first words, all of that. I fought some of the parents in some of these cities and these states, and why their children the way they are. Even if you come from a good home, you still make your parents look bad. I mean, it just don't make sense. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense. There's so much going on in this world, people. We have to stay tight and stay close to the Lord. Because, to be honest with you, the world is another Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. But we must stay focused and keep our eyes focused on righteous, and must keep our eyes on staying safe. It just breaks my heart to see another young black brother die in the streets. And who could have been something. He could have been one of the best of the world. He still is the best. But his future was just taken too soon. And my heart goes out to you, brother. It does. Rest in peace, man. I feel sorry for the youth, like I said, because it's coming to pass for some of the kids and the youth. They're dying because some of their mouths are out of hand. It's coming to the children, in the hands of the children, because so many teenagers, they're evil when they want to be. And you know what? We just got to pray for them and let the Lord help them, Jesus. So anyway, I ain't going to hold y'all long. I thought I'd come through and do this segment. Y'all take care and stay spiritual.